Okay, if you've been on the YouTubes, you've probably seen the video or the title, How to Make Money with AI, How to Make Money with AI in 2016. I'm going to actually tell you how you can really make money with AI, but be prepared for hearing some stuff you don't want to hear. This is the thing. Now, right now, there's a ton of videos on YouTube talking about how to make money with AI. And I'm going to put these videos in the category. There was this one video talking about how you can use Claude and how Claude is intersected with Google Documents, and you can use Claude to make all of these AI products. It's simple, it's easy, it's cheap. Then you go ahead and take these digital products and you throw them on Etsy. All right. Then there was another guy who was talking about using AI to create these affiliate websites with certain bookings and refer traffic to hotel sites, and the hotel sites will give you a commission. And I'm just looking. Now, here's the thing. The majority of these videos are made for lay people who don't understand how business works. You got to have an item to sell that people want in a way to get traffic to that item. Give you a classic example. I don't know if you saw it, but Heinz Ketchup, let's talk about Heinz Ketchup, was running an ad on television using Etta James' song, Sunday Morning Love, right? Now, Heinz Ketchup is in every grocery store, every convenience store, most restaurants, but they're running ads to create awareness, right? Because they understand that even though they're in every grocery store, people can forget them just like that, and they have to keep their awareness going. So here's the thing that you will see with the majority of videos that are talking about how to use AI for money. They tell you how to use AI to create the setup. That's the key. Once again, watch a video and you're like, they'll talk about how to use AI to make money, and sit there and ask these questions. How do you get traffic? That's the first question that should be in your mind. How do you get traffic? Because they will tell you, and AI can do some beautiful stuff. AI can build a beautiful website. I've done it. AI can create multiple things. I've done it. But AI is a tool that creates the setup. It sets up the affiliate marketing. It sets up the apps. It sets up all the stuff. It does all of this stuff, right? Does all this stuff. However, if you do not have traffic, you will not have sales. Let me say this again. If you do not have traffic, you will not have sales. So this is one of the biggest things that I piece together, because I watch videos very differently. When I watch a video, I'll look at it and I'll look at the layers of it. I was like, okay, this whole talk. There was what's her name? She's an Asian chick with a Russian last name, Sabrina Ravenov or something. She said something in one video that I felt was honest and true, and she quickly got over it. And this is what she said. You need to spend a year learning how to use the AI tool before you can make money from it. And she put that in there. Then she kind of shortened it down to 3 months. Now, I will tell you, I use ChatGPT. I did not go to Claude. I didn't go to DeepSeek. I didn't go to Gemini. There's so many AI models out here, and each one of them does something a little bit better than others. Just a little bit. Not like, marginally, not like the difference is like a football field difference. It's not that. They do little things marginally better, right? Marginally better. And I have dedicated where I have literally spent, I would say, well over 1,000 hours in ChatGPT. And spending this time in ChatGPT, I've learned that ChatGPT will recognize you as a user. It will pinpoint, because one day I was using it and it said, dude. I didn't tell it to talk to me that way. After so much inputs, I'll give you a good example. I was talking about shooting YouTube videos and it said, you're a Sony shooter. And I didn't tell it I was shooting on Sony, right? And it says the things you were talking about. It knew that I was using Sony cameras to shoot. So over time, my ChatGPT has developed a memory, has identified me, and has developed a profile that's unique to me because I put so much time into that ChatGPT. I'm quite sure that Gemini, Claude, and all these other ones will do the same things. But here's the thing that you don't want to hear. For you to make money with ChatGPT, to make money with Claude, to make money, you need to invest a lot of time in that learning language model. A lot of time. And this is one of the things. I have a course talking about AI, and I talk about how to use AI, because at one point, I would literally have ChatGPT, like this is one of the things you have to understand. I've learned from using it that if I'm using it for a certain window, I'll have ChatGPT open on my cell phone. I have ChatGPT open on my iPad, and I have ChatGPT open on my laptop. And there's a different conversation going on in each thread. I learned that from using ChatGPT because I'm a heavy user. Now, here's something that's going to just amaze you. You can learn with ChatGPT, probably Claude, probably these other ones. You can learn how to write a book, how to create a YouTube video, how to create you can learn how to do all of this stuff. Now, that's the creation of the item. Where is the traffic? I can tell you as a book author that if you write a book and you just throw it on Amazon, you're not going to make a lot of sales. You're not going to make a sales. For a book like my book, Making Money A to Z with Self-Storage and Auctions, I use my YouTube channel and my blog to promote that book. I did that for years. If your book doesn't have promotion, or you're not a really famous person, or you don't have a publicist like, what's this chick's name? Your financial BFF, she's a little Asian chick in the financial space. She has a podcast. She has a publicist. She does, like when she appears in all these articles, do you think they just knocked on her door and said, hey, we want to, no. This is something her publicist, she has a system of referrals of keeping her in the public eye, which then it's like, oh, this is what she does. She's got a YouTube channel. She's got a TikTok channel. All these are amplifiers of her brand, and the amplifiers point to her book. She was doing a book tour and she was selling tickets. So if you write a book and you do not promote it, and the book can be amazing, the book can be great, the book can be stupendous. If you do not have promotion, you're not going to sell a lot of books. I remember years and years ago, and this is how Amazon used to work. It doesn't work this way anymore, but I had a paperback printed up by CreateSpace. And there was something, this is how I used to keep track of my sales. I would look at the number, the ranking number on my book sales. And my number went really down, way, very low, right? But I didn't really make any more money. And I called them up, and the lady on the phone said, oh my God, you sell a lot of books. I was like, and at the time I was selling like maybe 500 books a month. And she said, and I was like, what do you mean a lot of books? She says, her exact words, I've never seen an author that sold as many books as you did in a month. I've never seen that. And this was someone who worked in the create space, who took phone calls from authors, and she had never, and like, once again, in the next month, I got an adjusted in payment, and I got like $15,000. So here's the thing, and this is what you got to do. All of these videos that are talking about how you can make all of this money with AI, they're giving you the first segment. How to make, how to create, how to set up this stuff. That's what they're giving you. Now, without traffic, you will not make any sales. Without traffic, you will not make any money. And I've seen this scenario over and over and over again. Becoming an affiliate marketer, make $20,000 a month like I do. If like Sarah Finance, if you do not have a traffic generating YouTube channel, a traffic generating source, you will not make any money. And this is one thing that they consistently leave out. And I'm going to tell you why they leave it out. If they were like, hey, this is Sarah Finance, for you to make as much money as I do with affiliate marketing, you need to have a high volume traffic source that will kill the video. The video wouldn't get views. People are like, oh no, I don't have that. They wouldn't watch it. This is intentionally left out. And I'm seeing the same business model. It's a business model because if you watch these videos and these videos get a lot of views, the content creator makes a lot of money. So it is a business model, and they're not going to tell you the truth. They're not going to tell you the reality. Now, I'm about to tell you how you can make a lot of money with any AI model. Number one, pick one. ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, DeepSeek, doesn't matter. Pick one. And put an hour a day into that learning language model and more on the weekends. Get to the point where you're using it for everything you can think of. You can use it for, like, I was using it so heavily that it was able to predict when my girlfriend was going to be ready to be intimate with me, and it was spot on. Number one, pick one. ChatGPT, Claude, one. Number two, be bluntly honest with the language model. No hedging. I was amazed at this. I asked ChatGPT how many people lie to it. It's like you'd be surprised. People will lie to ChatGPT. Is a software. It's a technology. It's not a human being. People will lie to it. I've been extremely honest with the ChatGPT, and it's like the benefits I've been getting out of it's amazing. I've had theses. Now this is number one. Pick one, whatever it is. Number two, be bluntly honest. Number three, at a minimum, you need to put in 3 months of work on your large language model so it can get to know you and have an ideal for what you can do. You've got to invest the time. I see these commercials like, I'm using this AI and only spend 15 minutes a day. Okay. Let's go back to Michael Jordan. Let's go back to Allen Iverson, AI. Do you think these guys became great at basketball, playing basketball 15 minutes a day? No. Michael Jordan spent thousands of hours. Allen Iverson spent thousands of hours. Durant spent, all these top basketball players have spent thousands of hours. And these are the top guys. These are guys at the top of the heap. And they spent thousands of hours playing basketball to become so good at basketball. So how in the hell are you going to spend 15 minutes a day on some AI software and become really good with it? How are you going to become dominant with it? It's just not going to happen. So you have to immerse yourself into it. Now, this is number one, pick one, Claude, ChatGPT. Number two, be bluntly honest. Number three, spend a lot of time in it. I suggest a minimum of an hour a day. Ideally, and I'm going to tell you a way that you can cheat. You can actually use it on your phone, use it on your laptop, and you can like run all kinds of situations through it. You literally can. Then number four, you need to have a skill that you can use AI to amplify. I have written 15 books the old-fashioned way. I know how to write a book. I know how to organize. And this is the key. This is the key. You have to be able to organize the book before you write the first word. Why? If you just like, I have this idea for a book and I'm going to start writing. Let me tell you what's going to happen. You're going to get lost. You're going to be writing, you're going to go off track, you're going to walk away from it, you're coming back, you're not going to, and you're going to be completely lost. You could have written like maybe 5,000 words and then something happened. Number one, come up with a title. Number two, come up with a thesis. Number three, come up with a table of content. Number four, think about it. Do all of that before you start writing the book. Because if you don't do that, you will get lost. Now, I was watching this guy talking about taking AI and going to Amazon to look at books and look at their rankings and stuff like this. Now, I have some doubts about that you could just write a book and stick it on Amazon and it's going to sell. Honestly, I just don't think that's the case without proper promotion. I just don't think that's going to be the case. Now, once a book gets a bunch of sales and it gets reviews, now if it's a book that people will be searching for, like decluttering, maybe car detailing or something like this, and people are searching for it, and your book has a lot of rankings, and maybe people will buy it then. But let me just tell you what you like. I'm going to give you an example of what I got to do. Number one, I use AI to write a book. I can write a book really, really fast. But because I have run businesses, I know that I need promotion. I can write a great book and I can stick it up on Amazon and it will not make me a penny. Now I can write a good book. Let's just go ahead. Like the book is just good and I can aim a ton of traffic at it and I can make $1 million. So you can write a great book and no one will buy it because it's not getting any promotion or traffic. Now, another thing that you can do, and this is one of the things I saw, is authors would come out and develop a social media presence and they would talk about their book and they would talk to their fans. That's another way to get traffic to your book. So that's the thing. You got to have some type of skill set. Or once again, if you're willing to invest the time, you can learn a new skill set that you can teach and then later sell. Now, this is one of the things that I consistently see with how to make money with AI where it falls short. Once again, AI is amazing. It's awesome. There's no dispute on that. However, you can use AI to write a book. You can use AI to create a website. You can use AI. Like I used AI to create this website. And this is something that was really interesting. I had this guy who was in the website world and, things you have to do to the website because everything's changed. If you notice, like virtually you go to every website, they're like, do you accept cookies? Everything's changed. And he told me all the stuff that was wrong with my website that AI had built, which I was completely unaware of it. And he said, your website's going to break someday. So that's another issue. AI right now, tech layoffs. Right now, tech layoffs are higher than they were in 2008, which was the Great Recession. Why are tech layoffs so high? Because they're pushing AI. And the thing is, the people who work in tech will go ahead and tell you that AI is not as great as what we're being told. Now, once again, I think AI is amazing for what it can do for one person and helping create the business. It is amazing. But the people who actually know tech are losing their jobs left and right, and it's not getting any better. It's going to get worse. And then there's also another issue with AI that we will see will happen in the future. At the moment, OpenAI, ChatGPT, is running at a loss. They have the largest market share, but the majority of their users do not pay a penny. That's a problem. That's a problem as a businessman. You cannot, because the thing is, they borrowed like 100 billion and they make like 22 billion a year, but they're losing like 78 to build up this base. And then they have Claude over here doing the same thing. Then they have Gemini doing the same thing and DeepSeek. So at some point, people are going to get tired of just dropping this money without getting a return. So that's the future. That's the future. Right now, everything's going to remain the same. And this is why, and this is one of the things that you need to understand. Once you fully flesh out your large language model, This is a transferable skill because now you know how to intersect and how to behave, like with ChatGPT. No dirty talk. You cannot mention sex. You cannot. It's very limited. Once you start mentioning sex, it will literally shut down. Now, at some point, someone's going to create a large language model that will let you create anything, speak anything, use any language you want. That's coming. At the moment, ChatGPT will not let you do it. I'm thinking pretty sure Claude's the same way. So these models are artificially limited to prevent them from doing more damage, so to speak. So that's one of the things that you will find out. They're very limited. Midjourney is limited. If you have a video that talks about a certain, like, I wanted to make a prompt for a YouTube video and I needed 3 girls and I needed them to have big boobs. Problem. Midjourney shut down instantly. So once you start to use these AI models, you will learn so much more versus watching someone do a YouTube chat talking about it. Now, because I know how to write books, I can write a book extremely quick for myself. And I estimate that I could write a book for someone else, like say I've got a course, I got this thing, and it gives you the whole sequence. Number 1, we build a YouTube channel. Why? You need traffic. Number 2, we write a book. You need something to give or sell to the traffic. Number 3, you need a product. See, layers. There's layers to this. There's not this one thing you can do with ChatGPT and make all this money. There's layers. Now, I do believe that the ChatGPT, the Claudes we have today, will be fundamentally better 5 years in the future. I do believe that. And we're getting there, but ChatGPT and Claude are not nowhere near what we're told that they are. There's a lot of bugs, there's a lot of issues. If you use a large language model to write code, your code's gonna have a lot of bugs. How do I know? When I was creating my website, I had to keep going and going and going because it kept having bugs and kept having errors. And this was like a year ago that I wrote it. So I guess the website building tool is better now. But once again, when you're in this space of using AI to create, to build, it's just not as good as what you're told. It's just not, right? But if you were to sit down and to focus and to actually learn one AI model deeply, then you can put yourself in a position where you can make some money. Because you would like, I know exactly what I can do with ChatGPT. I know, like literally, when we were working on the process of writing books, I had to do this and this and this, and I had to push back. And I was like, no, that's not how I go, because I actually know from experience what it takes to write a book. So if you're a person that has homegrown experience and you want to use AI to actually take you to the next level, it's more than possible. And if you're a person with no experience, and this is the thing that kind of gets me about today's people. Where are your hobbies? Where are your interests? Where are the things you like to do for fun? Because it's like, I have no experience. I don't know how to do anything, but I want to make a lot of money. You bring nothing to the table, nothing. And then you really want to actually sit down and also remove this limited time mindset. Just rip that out your brain, because I use ChatGPT to do something, and if the payment processors had worked with me, I would have made $100,000 in about 28 days during December. But one of the things is the payment processors, that's a whole nother video. But essentially, if you want to actually make money with make money with AI, you can. But it's going to take time. And that's the thing that nobody wants to hear. Like if you were to sit down, like I went through ChatGPT August, September, October, those 3 months I lived on ChatGPT. I was putting in 40, 50 hours a week. I was on it all day long. And this is where I learned the limitations and stuff like this, because each language model has limitations. It has things it simply will not do, or it simply cannot do. And because I put so much into it, I know what those limits are with ChatGPT. I'm quite sure the same limits exist for Claude and Gemini and DeepSeek. But typically, stop hopping from language model to language model to language model. Be focused and learn one very, very well. You do that, that's a transferable skill. Because like say you spend 6 months learning ChatGPT, then something happens to ChatGPT, then you have to go to Claude. Guess what? Those skills you've learned are transferable to Claude. So if you just sit down and spend a lot of time learning how one language model works, it opens up the door for you to be in a very different position. But typically, like I've got several books written, but once the books that are not selling, the books that I'm not promoting. And I know why they're not selling. It's not that the book's bad. It's the book isn't being promoted. And I've got promotion plans to get these books going. But here's the thing. You can watch all these videos that will tell you the first step, because all these videos have this common theme. They will tell you what ChatGPT can do, tell you how it can set up. Like the guy was like, you could use Claude to go ahead and create all these digital products and throw the digital products on Etsy. I started laughing. Etsy, like you just can't go to Etsy and start making a ton of money. Etsy has an algorithm, and also the large sellers on Etsy, they're advertising. They're not just dependent upon Etsy, they're advertising, they're running ads, they're spending a lot of money, and that's why they're making a lot of money. They're not just on Etsy and all Etsy's just like, hey, here's all this free traffic. No, there's more to it. There's a lot more to it. But if you want to actually sit down, like this is one of the things that's cracking me up. Right now, there's someone running, I think her name's Alicia Little, running ads on YouTube talking about they'll use AI to teach you how to write a book. 100% true. It can teach you AI to write a book, yeah. But you write the book, you must write the book in the right niche. You must then promote the book. And that's the thing. Once you start asking yourself, how do you get to traffic? A lot of these videos will start falling apart, like literally, because they will not tell you. Like you in the comments, like, yeah, I see you wrote all this stuff, like how to use AI to get all this stuff. How do you get traffic? Write that in the comment section and watch how fast they don't answer you. They're not giving you real valid business advice. They're giving you what I call the fake YouTube narrative. This is to get you to watch the videos where they can make a lot of money from AdSense. This is not about making you money. It's not about empowering you. It's not about enabling you. It's not. So the reality is, if you want to use ChatGPT, number one, pick one. Number two, be bluntly honest. Number three, invest a lot of time in it. And number four, learn it on a deep level. Then you can start making some money from the AI, guaranteed. But it's not going to be 15 minutes. I see this stuff like, oh, I spend 15 minutes a day. I'm just sitting, I'm cracking up. That's not enough time. It's just not enough time. So I'm probably going to write a book on how to make money with AI the right way. Probably be a short book, but look for that. Look for that.